fantastic boy. What an amazing big fella. What a good boy. Sure good boy. So I'm here today. I got the amazing Togo. Phenomenal dog boy, I'll tell you. Just rock solid. Very, very skilled little guy. Now, out of all three of the brothers, I have three Jamthund brothers that I'm training. Wooler, Nate, and Togo. Togo is the most yard protective. So he don't mind barking at Loki. Loki comes every day for stud service. Loki's one of the pups I raised, but he's in breeding Vida right now. And so Togo lets him know every day he's not supposed to be there. The other pups are happy to see him, but Togo lets him know, hey, this is my turf. And Togo's very, very good. Togo and I were on a solo hike today. He's a Jamthund, a Swedish elkhound. We're on a solo hike today, and we're checking out his abilities off leash. And let me tell you, they're unbelievable. This dog here, he's been about 3 feet from me the whole way, and I haven't said his name on this hike yet. He's done everything I ever wanted him to do, and just an amazing fella. And he's the calmest guy you'll ever meet, let me tell you. He is calm, this guy. So very, very good boy. Now, on these off-leash training hikes, especially these solo hikes, it's more about checking out what they know and what they've learned and how their skills are and if they're locked in. And I want to see what the behavior is out of these guys. I want to just observe and watch and stuff like that. And I want these boys to hang out. I want them to be aware that I'm stopped, pay attention to what's going on around us. I want them to focus on an area. This particular type of activity is crucial in developing off-leash ability. If all you do is go, 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 that's all your dog knows. You need to go a ways and stop and zero that dog's behavior in and make sure he understands to hang around. And you got to keep him around you. Now, these guys have such strong instinctive ability to stay that it's very easy to do. When they're very small, of course, I do call them and return them. I use a model dog, but after a short while, I can do it on their own. This guy, I would never call him. He's got his range set already. I never have to say a word to him. I can literally get up and walk away, and he's just going to turn and make it right along beside me. So it's not like I got to do anything with a dog like this. He's 14 weeks old. I do all off-leash work first. I have not started his leash training, but leash training only takes about an hour, so it's not a big deal. Leash training can be done very fast with a dog of this caliber that's already skilled to stay right beside me. And so when you're doing off-leash, of course you're doing leash work in the background of the dog's mind because he's geared to stay with you. So if I am hiking down the trail with a 10-foot lead on him or hiking down the trail with no lead on, he's still 3 feet apart. And his range varies, but today he was 3 feet from me the whole day. Now if it's 10 feet, it's 10 feet. It's neither here nor there. But he liked to stay close. Now he's comfortable to just hang out. That's the key. And he's a very mentally stable dog, a very comfortable dog. And I look for traits that are built around the handler when I go to select my breeding stock, and I focused hard on that with these Jamthunds. I wanted the very best dogs for handler focus, and this is very good. Now, the range of a Jamthund is different than my other lines. It's impossible to find today a Jamthund line as like mine. My Swedish lines, of course, have been away from Sweden for a long time, and so this particular line has never left the country. This is a Finnish bred dog, And I don't take credit for this pup, of course. Satu and Aussie, the master breeders over in Finland, deserve all the credit for the stability of this dog, the quality of this dog, everything. All I did was raise up the female, and Russ and Beth worked with me, and they raised up the male, and we bred that pair, and we had the litter. But the quality of this dog is all on those master breeders over there, so hats off to them. This is an incredible dog. There's only 5 Jamthund males in Canada. We've raised them all. And that's Elvis, Uller, Nate, Togo, and their big brother, Ark. Now, I hope you can still see him. I hope I get the camera set far enough. He's just a fantastic little guy. Just likes his range, looks around. This is an amazing dog. Now, I'm going to check my camera. It's quit on me a couple times. It's pretty chilly out. It's warming up now, but my camera keeps quitting. Yeah, I'm still filming. That's perfect. Now I should check and see if we can see where he's at over there. Well, yeah, we'll be able to see him. I'll just turn it a little bit. On the Desna training work, this is what's called a solo hike. I take him to a region he has not been to before. I take him to a region that he can escape on. He can go if he wants. These are old cut lines and skid trails, and they're not used by anybody but me. I'm the only guy that gets on these in the winter, and it tests his ability to stay focused on the handler, and I want to see how well his skills are locked in. And it's always trails like this where your dog gets going on you when you're doing off-leash work. And you want to know if you've cemented your work in, if your pup stays around on these trails, because he can go. And this little guy is just doing his job, right? He's circling around me. It's quite phenomenal, really. And so these solo hikes, they allow me to show the pup in all his glory. Of course, the owners always want to see their pups, and that's absolutely another reason why we do videos. But what this does is allow this dog to shine, because there's a 14-week-old pup in the middle of a remote BC wilderness terrain, middle of the winter, cold winter too. The snow is froze hard. We've been having a cold snap. And he thinks it's the tropics and just hanging out like a pro, right? Most people don't have a 5-year-old dog this good. And this is an exceptional bloodline. Very, very skilled dog. Now, I'm not going to deny that my dogs that worked this dog to begin with, that trained this dog, my model dogs, are not the very best in the world, because they are. And so he has modeled with the very best dogs in the world, which helps considerably. If you don't have a dog to model, pretty tough going. But if you've got a good dog at home and you can take this pup and pair it up with the model dog, wow, then you've got her made. Now, potentially, they all like to jump on my camera frame, but potentially he'll leave it. And he's just checking, which is fun. Togo, you come by me, buddy. That is my boy. That's my big fella. What a magnificent boy. What a magnificent boy. Oh my goodness, Togo. Do you have any idea how good a boy you are? Oh my goodness. You are something. Oh my goodness, Togo. What a good boy. You could go your whole life looking for a good dog and never find one better than this. This is quite an amazing fella. I raised a lot of dogs. I know a good dog. And I raise all good dogs. I haven't had a bad dog yet. I got good dogs. I got world-class dogs. But I tell you what, this is a good boy. This is a really good boy. Yeah. Very, very calm, stoic fella. Super good with the handler. One owner dog. Very, very aware of his owner. Very, very good dog. Very polite dog. Now, you have to foster politeness. And you have to work on polite. When you got a dog that is polite, be polite back. Don't get in his face, don't overcommand. Let him get a sense of calm. And this nonsense of overcommanding is no good. Have patience. You give him a command, wait for him. What a good boy. What a magnificent fella. You are fantastic, buddy. Now, his brother Nate, he'd have been all over my glove, you see. But Togo would never touch my stuff. I could leave my handmade Tony Llamas right in his kennel and he wouldn't touch it. And I wouldn't try that with any of the others. But Togo I could. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. You're a good boy, let me tell you. Now, I don't worry about little details when I'm training a pup as much as some trainers. They want to control every aspect. Me, I don't worry about that. What I want him to do is find his range, find his space, show me what he likes, how he likes to be trained, how he likes to work. And he's a very good, very, very sharp fella. Now, we were hoping that we might see a moose on this trail today. The moose have been following my tracks when I've been making them here. They're tracking up and down alongside them. And so it's been pretty good. I thought, we're bound to see one, but so far no dice. We haven't yet. But I would like these guys to have a chance to see one before they head home. But we might not make it. But we'll keep trying. But yeah, very, very good dog. Now, we've got a litter of these Jamthunds coming later this year. And we got a pretty big list on it. But if you're looking for a Jamthund, and if you want to talk to us about it, you can get a hold of us, and we'll discuss it with you. And the potential is there maybe to get one. I have a list already, and we want good homes. So be prepared for a few questions, of course. The skill level, the background of this dog, pretty incredible. I studied all the genetics for years and years and years, and wanted excellent hunting dogs. I wanted dogs that had proven themselves over and over and over. I wanted no deviation from excellence in the pedigree, because that would give me the best start here in Canada. Every dog in the lineage of this dog is a tested and proven champion hunting dog. Every dog. There are dogs in here that are triple champions. There's dogs in here that are champions in 3 different countries. There's show champions after they've won their hunting trial. They went on and become show champions as well. There's very, very close to the surface triple champions. The grandmother, Anya's mother, is a Finnish bear champion. Anya's dad's a Finnish moose champion. And of course, all of Rico's dad, his mom, grandmother, grandfather, all of them champions. Now, let me see, where do I got to turn that camera? Hopefully, I'm going to turn that. So yeah, very, very high-end background on this fella. Now you see, he's watching me. He's trying to pay attention. If I would have moved, he'd have taken him and come along. So yeah, we're having a good hike today. Now the reason I stop, of course, in these open areas is because we're in heavy timber on most of the way and it's dark. So if I do get a little area, I stop here. But let's face it, the main reason I stop on these videos right about the same locations is I'm tired by the time I get here. These little guys, they can actually outwork me, and that's hard to believe. I mean, I can run down a lame horse in deep snow. But these little guys at 14 weeks can outwork me. They're not played out a bit. By the time I get 3.5K in this heavy sledding, I'm tired. And it's all uphill to here. Going home is downhill. It's nice going. So we only go a little ways, another 1/8 of a mile. We turn around because it starts going down that way. I ain't going down there and climbing back up. So we turn here and we go down. We'll go back home. So yeah, very, very good dog this guy. I think. And it's probably a pretty good video. I wanted to highlight Togo and his abilities for Adam. And Adam's dad, Larry's coming up to get Togo. And he's going to be so impressed with him. Togo's amazing. Look at how sharp that boy is. As soon as I moved, he'd come out and see where I was. See, his range is locked into that distance there. It's like there's a tether on him. Pretty phenomenal, really. That's instinctive ability holding that dog at that age. I mean, I've done some training, but let's face it, that's instincts at work. Those are good instincts. Pure line like this, 4,000 to 7,000 years old. I read an article by an old guy the other day, and he's pretty confident that the new archaeological studies that they just did over in Norway and Sweden, there was 2 different locations, that this particular dog could very easily have been the one they saw in the digs at 10,300 years. And they're very confident of it. In fact, he's adamant. And he's one of the foremost experts on this breed. So he's pretty positive that that this dog was helping old hunters that long ago. And very, very confident in it. Now, I go by the 4,000 to 5,000 year old studies that they found in the caves in different places, but these new studies now, these new archaeological digs are proving even older. This dog's so comfortable in this surroundings that it's not even funny. I mean, just relaxed. Just a great dog. This is some seriously good dog for anybody who likes outdoor activities and wants to have a companion by their side. This is a robust dog too. You know, in the this dog ranges all that northern Sweden, northern Finland, Siberia range. These dogs are well known to run up to 100 kilometers in a day. And they can follow the skidoo home from the trapping camps. When those guys go home for like New Year's, these dogs will all follow their handler out of the bush, and lots of them are 100 kilometers on the lake. They run on the frozen lake. And they will do that. And then when they get home, of course, they got to scrap with everybody else when they get there. But usually them guys are really good. They don't allow that. But all full tilt big males coming home. And there could be 20 different dogs pulling into them big camps in Siberia, pulling into the communities from the trapping camps. Now, what are the odds that we're up here, middle of no man's land, and there's a guy skidooing? Now, we know the old boy that's up there, so I had asked him to make a trail for me up to the top pass, because I got folks coming to hike with me on family day, so I phoned him to see if he would go and do that. And what are the odds? I never meet people on this pass, but there he is, and he's got his old boy Rambo with him. That's pretty cool. So he immediately got that going for me. I have a family coming with young kids, so I said to him, I said, maybe you'll take that tall timber trail for me and make a pass with your skidoo. And sure enough, there he is. That's fantastic. Very nice of him. So that trail is a tough trail, because I go up to about 5,000 feet there. And with the snow at 4 and 5 feet most of the way, and up to 7 at the top, I don't like that trail without a bit of packing. So he's trying to take his long track skidoo and make that for me. Way to go. Thank you, Ken. Now, is that dog comfortable or what, eh? Finds a spot in the sun, digs a hole in the snow, and just relaxes. That is the amazing Togo. Buddy, you are something. No doubt about it. Double coat dog, extreme temperature dog. Yeah, I went 10.5 hour drive north of St. Petersburg, Russia, right into along the edge of Russia in Finland to the Karelian district to get the mother of that dog. My brother and I, Dale, went up there. You can't go much further north. I was in Lapland pretty much. So yeah, pretty cool. No doubt he's happy here. Well, that's a pretty good video.